welcome to Brimwood Farm. It is hot today, it's 26, 27 degrees, and that is towards the upper end of my heat tolerability. I'm not good in heat at all. So I'm hanging about mostly indoors looking at chicks, so I thought we would do a little chick check and catch up on the multitude of accidental chicks that I've hatched out this year. I'm going to also keep watching because about somewhere in the middle of this video there is a little peek into my baby bunnies. We're going to do a whole video on bunnies and rabbits down the line, but I thought I'd throw in a few seconds of bunny goodness for you. As I said, it's super hot here, so you'll notice when I look in the hutch there is a frozen bottle of water, and that's just to try and keep the hutch a little bit cooler because the bunnies have all come out of their nest because they're too hot. But look out for that in the middle. But for now, let's go and check on those chicks. So here are the Silkies and the Ixworth. They are about a week to 10 days old now, so I've separated them off. Because we're in the house, they don't need any additional heat. I will check them just overnight, but the temperature in the house doesn't really drop, so they should be fine now, and they're starting to get their wing feathers already. So they are in here. This was actually our ferret cage, but our ferret is off doing his thing. He's being a stud ferret, so I've got this to spare. So I'm going to open it up in here so we can see. So the Silkies are these guys, and you can see their feathers are coming through silkified. If I can just pick one up, I can show you. Here we go. Hello. Oh, thank you for doing that. That's perfect. So you can see there, the wing feathers are not developing as feathers. They're developing as the silky kind of fluff, because they don't have that little barbel on the wing that holds it all together. I know, go down. You can also see on this one there's some ginger coming through on the crest, which is ideal. I just want to grab us an Ixworth. So there's an Ixworth. Ixworth are sort of the quintessential Easter chick. Sort of compact, yellow, perfectly chick formed. There's one over here. Let me see if I can grab it. There. Hello. I can show you the difference with the wing feather. So, apologies for that. There we go. So you can see completely different. So this little Ixworth is already developing perfect feathers on its wing. So you can see how different that is to the Silkies. So it's really easy if you're hatching out Silkies and you're not quite sure whether you've got silky eggs or not. Look, he's just pooed on me, the little blighter. As soon as they start getting the wing feathers, you'll be able to tell whether you've got Silkies that are going to develop into silky fluff or not. So they're doing really, really well. They're not going to go outside yet. They are definitely not cold tolerant. They will need to be fully feathered up before they can go outside. Still on chick crumb. The little humbug one is actually, so these guys are all developing these white feathers. Where's little humbug? Let me see if I can grab humbug, because humbug's got some interesting feather development. Where's humbug? Hey, I know. So humbug's feathers are silky, but look at the colour on them. They're absolutely lovely. So that's part of the aim of these Silkies is not to breed perfect show Silkies. It's to breed in this colour. So the two colour variations we want, we're trying to get the toasty marshmallow colour in, and that's actually using the other cockerel, and this is to breed the kind of partridgey colour in, which seems to be working. So I'm really happy with how these guys are doing. No losses, some nice healthy chicks, 4 healthy Ixworth, so hopefully we can get my pedigree pure breed flock back going. And yeah, they're doing really, really well. And the Silkies have already started laying again. So here is our chick tank rather than a fish tank, and our quail are in here. We've got a little stunty quail. So one, we hatched 10, one died. It had a bad foot and I should have culled it anyway and it died. So it saved me the job of culling it. And then you can see how quickly quail grow. And then we also have our Barbadamva chicks in here. So they are in here as well because they are only a couple of days old and they still need the electric hen, they still need heat. But talking about the quail, you can see just how little that little tiny quail here. Hello. You're trying to eat my finger. Are you? But we've got that tiny little runty quail at the back. If you look at these quail, a week old, pretty big. And then you look at him, he's still pretty small, but alert and eating and happy. So just a little runt. Maybe the egg was slightly smaller than the others. Maybe when I had all the other chicks in this tank, they were all out competed it for food, so it's a bit held behind. So these are the Belgian Bantams, so they're the Barbadamvas, and they are a range of different colours. Now, one thing that did go wrong is so the Barbadamvas incubated their own eggs, the hens, and it was a bit of a mistake and I didn't kind of set it up properly, and I don't think, well, I'm fairly sure that I didn't take out the Silkies in time, and a couple of the eggs that the Barbadamvas incubated are Silkie crosses, because if we can catch this little dude has, if we're going to focus, are we going to focus camera? There we go. Has silky toes. So you can see he's got 1, 2, 3, and then he's got 2 silkies. He's also got some fur down his leg. The other, I know, it's hard life, isn't it? The other foot is fine. But this foot, silky toes. So he's obviously, or she, is a silky cross. But many of these Barbadamvas are true. So this little, I think this little partridge one, you can see this is how they are supposed to be. Lovely little Barbadamva tootsies. And we've got a range of colours. We've got black, we've got a couple of partridge, and then my absolute favourite and the colour that Miracle is here. Oh, it's here, I say, as it runs. Are you going to come out? We've got 2 of these. Are you coming out? Are you going to show us? Where are you? You're hiding. There they are. Absolute. So Miracle is a lavender, and these guys, I'm going to bring you out into more natural light. These guys are silvery in colour. They're absolutely lovely. And there's 2 more in the incubator down there. They're still hatching. So I'm really hoping that one of these will be a cockerel, because I've really wanted a lavender cockerel for a while. Go on. If you've got spare if you've got spare fish tanks, by the way, they work really, really well as little brooders. They're obviously waterproof, so spilled water and stuff isn't going to come through this like it does with a cardboard box. They confine the dust, so if you're rearing chicks inside and you know how only too well about the amount of dust, so you've got a hood for it, so that obviously stops most of the dust coming out, which is really good. And because it's a contained environment, it actually heats up really nicely. So I won't need to keep this electric hen in there for very long, because the heat they generate will heat the tank up. If you haven't got an electric hen, by the way, they're really, really good. And I'll put a link below for one on Amazon so you can take a look. And also, I know I keep going on about it, but this incubator is blimmin' brilliant. So again, links below for the incubator. That's why I've ended up with so many chicks this year, because they've all just hatched. Whereas normally I've had quite a, maybe a 50-60% hatch rate. This year, almost every single thing, even with saddled air cells that come through the post, have hatched. So that's these guys. So thanks for coming by and watching, and as you can see I've got many more chicks than I expected, and I've also got those Silkie eggs, and they are bred by a new rooster, my pure white rooster. So of course I want to hatch some of those as well, so no doubt there will be more eggs to hatch there, and also there are some little silver apple yard ducklings. So it's all going on here, way more life than I ever imagined there was going to be this year in this place. I hope you're having a good day. Please take care and stay safe wherever you are in the world. If you've liked the video, please hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you're on Facebook, come and join us at Brimwood Farm's community group. But I shall say goodbye for now and see you soon. Bye bye.